Hello. Thank you for listening. This is the near death experience of Benedicte. And this experience occurred in 2009 and was documented on October 31st of 2017, open quote. At one moment, when I had stopped eating and drinking, I went out of my body and saw an amazing light. But the most amazing experience is the all caps feeling. I had a huge feeling of all caps love, love, love. There are no human words to describe it. I had never before, while in my body, experienced what love is. I've been in love in my life, but it is so different and powerful to experience it while I was out of the body. My Buddhist friends were talking about unconditional love, and I was trying to rationally understand what it meant and to try to experience it. But at this moment, all caps, I was into it. It was so amazing that there are no words to describe this feeling and way of being. I was in a bubble. I am love, just love. I remember it was even painful, as if my heart, body, and soul was not big enough for this love. It was too much love for my soul/body. I was pure love. Next, I had a life review. I saw every single second of my life that went in front of me from my birth until the last second previous to the experience. Events were like photos that somebody would flip in front of me each time that I was not in a state of unconditional love. The photo stopped and a voice asked me, "What could you do to behave differently?" When I felt what I should have done, the pictures continued. Everything went very quickly, or should I say that since there is no time, it seemed to go very quickly. It was not a painful experience, as nobody was judging me. They were just asking me. I could also see the world through the lens of love. I could see people alive through this lens, why they were not perfect, why they were suffering, why one day they'd been so nasty to me, and what their path should be to become better. I was seeing people with different lights. Some were higher than others with different colors. It was like a spiraling map with colors. The people I knew were positioned all around me. Higher, nicer, and closer they were to me, these were the ones I loved the most. I never felt any judgment. I was looking at them with compassion and unconditional love. End quote. Wow, Benedicte. You conveyed the fact that you can't convey it, and what you conveyed was a lot. Amazing. There are some questions. Question: at the time of your experience, was there an associated life-threatening event? Answer: severe, all of a sudden trauma, illness, trauma. After the trauma, I stopped drinking and eating. I went on a bed and stayed there for many days. I don't know exactly how many days because time stopped or flew by until the experience happened. Question: did you feel separated from your body? Answer: yes. I could see people alive and their alive souls. It was really special to meet these people after the experience, as if I knew secrets about them that they didn't know. I still felt compassion and unconditional love for them after the experience. So I had wonderful relations with everybody, even the nasty people or people that had hurt me. I clearly left my body. Describing your highest level of consciousness, I didn't know what love is, unconditional love is, what compassion is, etc. I thought I knew, but here I was those feelings. I was nothing and everything at the same time. Comparing your vision, answer: it can't be compared because my vision was everywhere. I could even see everywhere into a person's soul. Comparing your hearing, answer: I had people asking me how I could be more in a state of unconditional love, but not hearing a real voice. It was as if it were telepathy. Question, did you encounter or become aware of any deceased or alive beings? Answer, yes, but not during the NDE. It was before this experience. My grandfather visited me several times after his death. I was young and I could not understand what was happening, but he was there, close to my desk. Question, what emotions did you feel during the experience? Answer, all caps, love, 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 unconditional love, and compassion. Question, did scenes from your past come back to you? Answer, my past flashed before me. Every single minute of my life was analyzed as to how I could be better. Question, did you come to a border or point of no return? Answer, I decided to come back because I was raising my child alone with a dysfunctional father. I knew that my son could not have a good father and grow up safe and healthy. I saw my son, shouted his name, cried, and came back for him. I have the single and unique image to come back. I gave him birth, and he was, to some extent, giving me a birth too. Question, what importance did you place on your religious/spiritual life prior to your experience? Answer, greatly important to me. Question, what was your religion prior to your experience? Answer, Christian Catholic. I was a native Catholic, close to highly involved Catholic people, but personally, I was feeling more aligned with Buddhism. Nevertheless, I always had my Virgin Mary medal around my neck and would never leave it. I was also very close to angels when very young. My bedroom was full of angels, paintings, decorations of all types with angels on it, etc. I could not sleep well if my things with angels were not around me. Today, I have an Archangel Michael around my neck, in addition of a Virgin Mary. Question, have your religious practices changed since your experience? Answer, yes. Now, fully Buddhist, even if I still have my Catholic medals around my neck. Question, what importance do you place on your religious/spiritual life after your experience? Answer, greatly important to me. Question, what is your religion now? Answer, Buddhist today. I'm closer to Buddhism than any other religion, and even more so since my NDE. The messages I received are really aligned with Buddhist philosophy. Question, did your experience include features consistent with your earthly beliefs? Answer, entirely consistent, but going further than my beliefs. For example, unconditional love was much more intense when I was able to be in this condition. I remember one inconsistent fact. I traveled through a huge tree, the grass, the soil, and could feel what they felt. But I went into a stone, and I remember my soul said, no, I can't believe a stone is alive. It should be dead, but it was not. Question, did you have a change in your values and beliefs because of your experience? Answer, yes. Love, love, love. I still see everything around me through lenses of love, like during the experience, but with less strength than the experience. Question, did you encounter a mystical being or presence or hear an unidentifiable voice? Answer, yes, but no words were spoken because the communication was with telepathy. I sensed their presence. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about universal connection or oneness? Answer, yes. I was the universe. I was everywhere. I could even go into a tree, some herbs, and even stones. During your experience, did you gain information about pre-mortal existence? Answer, yes, but not during this experience. I had this experience before when I was young and still do not fully understand what happened this day. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about the existence of God? Answer, uncertain. God is not a person, but a place, all caps, and an atmosphere, all caps. Question, do you believe in the existence of God after your experience? Answer, God definitely exists. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about life's difficulties, challenges, and hardships? Answer, yes. To show me our path to love for me, but also for everybody around me, and the challenges to overcome and to succeed through the power of love. Question, during your experience, did you gain information about love? Answer, yes. If there is one single thing to remind, it is the huge feeling of love. Everything was around this. Question, what life changes occurred in your life after your experience? Answer, large changes. For the next 2 years after, I was still in a compassion, unconditional love bubble that was protecting and guiding me. It brought me insights, information, and intuition almost every night. There was good and bad news. I could receive information for the future about friends' lives, issues, etc. Question, have your relationships changed specifically because of your experience? Answer, yes. More love and compassion. I appreciate my natural empathy, which blossomed even more after the experience. Question, was the experience difficult to express in words? Answer, yes. No human words can express what I felt. It is so strong that we have no comparison in human words. I wish I had a printer plugged into my head to be able to fully translate it. Question, how accurately do you remember the experience? Answer, it is perfectly clear, as profoundly engraved into my soul the many details, and I remember everything. Question, do you have any psychic, non-ordinary, or other special gifts after your experience that you did not have before the experience? Answer, yes. Telepathy was huge. I had many intuitions before the experience, but at this time, it was concrete and real. For example, I could see images of the Fukushima tsunami 3 days before it happened, but I did not know what place it was. I recognized it after the tragedy when I saw pictures on TV. Question, are there one or several parts of the experience that are especially meaningful or significant to you? Answer, love. Unconditional love. I now know that we are on earth to experience love. That is the main objective of life. Question, have you ever shared this experience with others? Answer, yes, but not right afterwards. It was months and years, as if I could not really explain, dare sharing, or find the right words. Question, did you have knowledge of NDEs prior to your experience? Answer, no knowledge of NDEs. But I did have knowledge of reincarnation. I had already had some strange experiences of flashed images coming from past. Once I was visiting a castle. I could describe the furniture in the other room before entering. I could recognize some paintings. I stayed totally silent for several hours after this experience. Years after, I read a book which described exactly what I had felt, and then I studied reincarnation in great depth, like reading Ian Stevenson's books, watching all videos, and hearing testimonials. Question, is there anything else you would like to add about your experience? Answer, yes. Afterwards, I forgot to mention that I had a strong relation with it. I could switch on my laptop, being below my bed without touching it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a strange relation with IT, not it. But the letters IT, I think. I could switch on my laptop, being below my bed without touching it. During the few seconds I had before deep sleep and waking up, I could switch on the laptop. I could hear the hard drive turning and Windows ring. Then it was switching off by itself too. It was also during this short period that I received a lot of information about friends, world events, etc. End story, end quote. Thank you, Benedicte. And that love, I'm sure, is so wonderful. And looking forward to that. Have a great day.